opening day at Hobgood, and the Phillies taking on the Cardinals. A beautiful afternoon for baseball, an awesome spring day with temperatures hovering around 63 degrees at the time of opening pitch. Solid pitching for the Phillies that would set the tone for the day. Jake Sabo getting the start for the Phillies, and what an outing this young man had. Here he finds the inside corner to pick up yet another strikeout. Man, he was looking sharp, throwing some heat, looking confident on the mound, and I think his teammates picked up on that. Jake Sabo was hotter than the spring temperatures outside. Now, it was baseball great Yogi Berra who had the famous line, "It's like deja vu all over again." And we see an example of that right here. Sabo, again, getting the strikeout, man. It's like deja vu. The Phillies now at bat. Ben Dunlap at the plate. Jake Sabo on third base. Dunlap hits a tricky roller that frustrates the second baseman. Dunlap is safe at first, and Sabo comes across home plate to score. The Phillies extend their lead. Now they're up 2-0. The Phillies with the solid pitching. Now, there's a former Major League player named Chris Sabo. He was a third baseman who played for the Cincinnati Reds, the Baltimore Orioles, the Chicago White Sox, and the St. Louis Cardinals. On this Saturday, our own Jake Sabo looking like a veteran major leaguer. Top of the third inning, Chase Meadows with a tricky liner to the shortstop. Meadows, man, he is fast. He beats out the throw to first, and that would be crucial because Meadows, mere moments later, would eventually end up on third base. Here you can see his alert base running skills at work. He is chomping at the bit to run home. Braden Paget comes to the plate, hits it up the middle. Chase will score. The Phillies extend their lead to 3-0. Mark Pierce now comes up to the plate. A great hit up the gap. He picks up an RBI. Braden Paget scores the run. It's 4-0. The Phillies on a roll. Paget picks up an RBI, and then himself he scores a run. Great offensive firepower for the Phillies. Top of the third, Jake Sabo at the plate. A runner on second. His grounder goes through the wicket, through the legs of the second baseman. Mark Pierce makes the turn at third base. He keeps on coming. No play at the plate, but hey, Pierce punctuates the play with an awesome slide. You gotta like that. Phillies on top by 5. So with Jake Sabo at first, the next batter is Ben Dunlap. He drives it sharply up the middle. Sabo on first base, rounds second. The coaches call him to third, and then they send him all the way home. Again, good aggressive base running, leads 2 runs. 6-0 Phils on top. Ben Dunlap at second. He'll later be sacrificed to third base, and the Phillies runner on first decides to take off. Now, at this age level, you aren't allowed to steal until the ball hits the catcher's glove. But here the catcher tries to throw out the runner at second. The throw is too tall. That allows Ben Dunlap to score from third. Now, moments later, Kevin Carriger at the plate. The lefty nails it deep. Oh my goodness, it rolls to the fence. Meanwhile, Kevin puts the pedal to the metal, turns on the speed, rounding second. As he heads for third, he gets the green light from the coaches to head home. Could it be? Yes, it could. An inside the park home run. Not even a play at the plate. This play deserves another look on our often imitated, never duplicated, award-winning Phillies SLO-MO cam. You can see his power driving that pitch halfway to Marietta. Oh my goodness, Phillies up now 8-0. The pitchers are only allowed so many pitches per game. The league is careful not to put too much wear and tear on the arms of these young players. Jake Sabo pitched a flawless game, gets the shutout. And in the bottom of the third inning, he's succeeded by Mark Pierce. Pierce looking comfortable on the mound. He found the strike zone, and he kept the Cardinals at bay. Pierce keeping the shutout alive. After David Mckechnie was walked in on first base, number 8, Chase Meadows, hits one deep to the shortstop. The infielder has to make the long throw. It's not in time. An infield single, and David rumbles around to third base. Now, a couple of batters later, Braden Paget comes up to the plate with the bases loaded, and Paget delivers. The right-handed batter goes the opposite way into short right field. Mckechnie scores his first run of his career. Anderson Carter comes in to score from second, and Chase Meadows makes the long-distance run home from first base. Paget picking up a triple and 3 RBIs on that well-timed hit. So friends, guess what time it is? Time to roll out once again our Phillies SLO-MO cam. Braden Paget with that form looking good. Like I said, he ended up with a triple, so he's eager to make it home. And teammate Mark Pierce will make that happen. Pierce with the sharp line drive up the middle leaves the shortstop with a long throw to first. It's not in time. Pierce is safe, and Paget comes across the plate to score. Now Ben DUNLAP steps up to home plate. He hits it high, and it causes some problems for the Cardinals pitcher and first baseman. Who's got it? You've got it, I've got it, nobody's got it. So the runners are all safe. The runner safe at first, and Mark Pierce comes around from second base. He is safe at home. The score is now 13-0. Jake Sabo now a runner on third. The pitcher for the Cardinals getting nervous facing such an imposing lineup, and his pitch sails on him. The wild pitch allows Jake Sabo to score, and that makes the score 14-0. With the game one-sided and only one more inning left, Coach Dan put in a rookie, David Mckechnie, never played baseball before. Mark Pierce did a flawless job in relief of Jake Sabo. Pierce throwing the shutout, as did Sabo. So now we'll see what the Phillies' third pitcher of the afternoon can do. The first batter he faced hit a little roller right back to the mound. Mckechnie scooped it up and tossed it over to Anderson Carter. The southpaw got ahead in the count, and on the next batter, he went down swinging. Mckechnie picking up the strikeout. He's also getting some good advice from his catcher, Mark Pierce, who knows what life is like on the mound. 2 out in what would be the bottom of the last inning. Mckechnie trying to wrap things up with a strikeout. The ump said it caught the outside corner. He caught him looking, and the Phillies, in the first game of the year, pick up a big win over the Cardinals. 14-0, the shutout final. A great opening day performance all the way around, and Coach Dan proud of his players. And rightly so.